up, internet? My name's Sammy5Master and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, since it's still June, I'm going to keep continuing with the whole Pride Month theme that is on my channel this month. And today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite queer ships from TV shows. So, all of these are just my opinion. They might not be the top 10 best ever, but to me, they're ships that I love and that I will always defend. So, I'm just going to give you my opinion on them. I'm just sticking to like TV shows, not web series or movies or anything like that. So I'll make another video talking about those later. So I guess let's get started. So coming in at number 10 is Ian and Mickey from Shameless. So I first started watching Shameless when I was in college and I didn't know anything about it. Like, all of my friends that recommended it to me did not give me any warning for the amount of nudity that I was about to see on this show. So there's a lot. But Ian and Mickey have a slightly toxic relationship, but I love them to death. They have had some hard lives and have come from some very tough backgrounds, but they always seem to find their way back to each other. And they started off with kind of like my favorite trope ever, which is where they're like enemies that turn into lovers. That is my favorite thing ever to watch on TV. They went through their ups and downs. Their relationship was kind of filled with like weapons and violence and crime and some mental health issues, which could put a strain on a relationship. But they made it through and they had a very happy ending at the end of last season. And I hope it continues to stay happy because there's still one more season, I believe, that has not aired yet. So don't mess it up, writers. Don't. Just let them be happy, please. And let me love them. They have so much love for each other. And it's so easy to see that when you watch the show. It's different. It's a different kind of love story just because there are so many different issues just revolving around where they grew up. But I love them with my whole heart. All right, number 9, Willow and Tara from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So I got really into Buffy when I was in high school, and I honestly did not know that there was a gay character. This was one of the few shows that I actually started watching for a different reason other than there being a gay character in it. That doesn't happen often, just being honest. When Willow and Tara meet, they develop a relationship, and it seems a little odd at first because, you know, they're both in like a witchy group and Willow's on another level than everybody else in this group. But her and Tara bond over the witchy stuff and they grow into one of the cutest love stories that I have seen on TV. Plus, their relationship kind of changed queer representation on TV forever, so that's really cool. You know, they went through their ups and downs as well. They're also a little bit toxic. Willow goes a little nuts towards the end of their storyline, and that kind of creates some problematic moments for them. But you can tell very easily that they love each other and they always build each other up, and you can tell they're so protective of each other. However, we get to the issue where the writers did that lovely thing where they like to kill off all the gay people. Their storyline did not end the best. They killed off Tara right after her and Willow like reconciled, and that broke my heart. I cried over that scene. So yeah, I have problems with how their storyline ended, but while they were happening, they are a really cute and strong couple that I just love. Number 8, Casey and Izzy, Atypical. So, Atypical's on Netflix. It doesn't really get gay until kind of season 2 when Izzy and Casey meet and there's like instant chemistry, which was awesome. And following in that trope that I love, they were enemies turned into really good friends that eventually turned into lovers. So I was here for it. Izzy was a little mean to Casey. Casey wasn't really mean to her, but whatever. The ice melts on Izzy and they become really good friends. And at the end of season 2, you can see something's happening there that both of them are aware of, but nothing gets acted on until season 3. So it took a long time for us to get anything like a real relationship between them. So the way that their relationship started off was kind of problematic because it involved cheating. Because Casey was with her boyfriend. Izzy was broken up with her boyfriend because she likes Casey and she knows it. And Casey likes Izzy but doesn't know what to do about her current boyfriend. But so her and Izzy kind of get together while she's still dating her boyfriend, but Casey ends things eventually, and then it's just her and Izzy. Their storyline building up to when they both kind of confess their feelings for each other was like hard for me to watch because I was like, just say it already. Please quit torturing us. But eventually we get to the point on the track when Izzy confesses everything that she loves to Casey, and they have this amazing kiss scene that it was awesome. I like screeched when I saw it on my TV. You can tell that they really, really, really like each other, and there are some really strong feelings there, and I think that they have set it up nicely for hopefully an extended good storyline in season 4. All right, number 7, Emily and Naomi, Skins. So Emily and Naomi had their issues as well. All of these couples had relationship issues. So they kind of get introduced at the same time. You can tell pretty soon that Emily has feelings for Naomi, and Naomi becomes aware of that, and she tries to push Emily away and dissuade her from wanting any type of relationship with Naomi. But that doesn't work out because then Naomi realizes she really likes Emily and doesn't want her to go away. So they develop this really kind of intense love and relationship with each other, and it has a lot of hiccups. It has a ton of hiccups, but the whole time you can tell that they really care about each other. Even when they're fighting, it's hard for them. And also their storyline did not end awesome either, but you can tell even through the end of their storyline that their love never stopped for each other, that they still loved each other so much as when their storyline just started. So I'm a really big fan of their ship and will always ship them, no matter how many issues that they had. Is that problematic that I ship couples that really have some issues? Maybe. Number 6, Waverly and Nicole, Wynonna Earp. They had chemistry like right off the bat with this show. Like they met, I can't tell you exactly what episode they met in the first season, but you could tell something was gonna go down for sure. Once they became an item, however you want to put it, they never got sick of each other. They loved being around each other, being in each other's presence, building each other up, and they are very protective of each other. And it's just a really intense love that's really awesome to see. It's always fun to see on TV. They are so adorable too, because not only do you have like the huge height difference, which is just really cute, they are two different people, and it's fun to see them interact and to see them as a couple interact with other people. I just love them. I love them so much. That's all I can say about them. They're awesome. Number 5, Carolina and Nico, Runaways. So I mentioned Runaways in a video from last week and talked a little bit about Carolina and Nico, but y'all, you just gotta know, I love them. Even though the start of their relationship kind of seemed a little bit forced, because you could tell all of season 1, Carolina had some feelings for Nico, but it seemed like Nico was unaware of that. And then once she became aware of that, she was kind of like taken aback and didn't know what to do. So when their relationship started, it felt a little bit like, oh, she doesn't want to hurt Carolina. But then throughout season 2 and 3, you can see they really deeply love each other and will protect each other till death. They have a very strong relationship. I don't think that it got portrayed that well at the end of season 1, but definitely in season 2 and 3, you can see that they really, really care about each other. And not to mention, my favorite parts of season 3 was when you got to get little glimpses of how they both saw their wedding going between them. It was two very different like scenarios, but they were both thinking about it, and it just made me so happy. So the show ended in December, so there's no more, and their storyline was kind of a question mark. I don't really know. I think it's left open to interpretation. So I'm going to interpret it as eventually they do get married. And that's the only acceptable interpretation of the season 3 finale. That's it. Number 4, Mitch and Cam, Modern Family. So all the shows that I've talked about already are, you know, drama, sci-fi type stuff. This is a straight comedy show. I love Modern Family so much. And Mitch and Cam, I love them so much. I know that they're portrayed very stereotypically, and it's just the way that this comedy goes. Everything is very stereotypical, but it's so funny, and it reminds me, the show itself reminds me of my family. Like, it's almost scary how similar it is. But I really liked Mitch and Cam because they're like a long-term gay relationship being portrayed on TV. When gay marriage was legalized, they got married on the show, and it was fun to see that like landmark decision be shown in the TV show. Like, they're just regular people that want a family and want to be together, and they have so much love for each other and their family, and I will always love Mitch and Cam. Number 3, Santana and Brittany, Glee. Glee had a lot of queer relationships on it. Like, there was no shortage of it. But for me, Santana and Brittany have like a special place in my heart, even though they're a little problematic too, but who is it? So their relationship was like one of the first lesbian relationships that I got to see on TV. So I will always have a special place in my heart for them because they were like the first that I got to see, or that I didn't really connect with either one of them, but really enjoyed seeing that happen. I really loved Santana's coming out storyline because she had to deal with a lot of struggles. She really did. Her and Brittany are so different, but I think that it works for them because they kind of ground each other in different ways. And I love them. I mean, it's another like satirical comedy drama. It's everything mixed together. But it was just a fun storyline to watch, and they got a happy ending, which was awesome. Number 2, David and Patrick, Schitt's Creek. So this is one of my more recent ships, and it just slid past everybody into spot number 2 because I absolutely love them. It was just such a fun way that their story got told because Dan Levy, who plays David, is one of the writers on the show, and you could tell he put so much care and time and love into writing the story and to telling it to the audience and to making it seem as authentic as possible, and it did that. They like had some real struggles and dealt with them as a real couple would. They had a really great ending because the show ended a couple months ago and they got married at the end, and it was so cute. I love them. I will love them forever. All right, coming in at number 1 is Clarke and Lexa, The 100. I feel like you all should have seen this one coming. So, as short-lived as their relationship was, I was here for every second of it. I was ready for anything. Like, don't get me wrong, I am so mad at the writers for the way that they ended their storyline. Real mad at that. But in the time that we did get to see them, you could tell that they cared about each other so much and that there was this awesome relationship blossoming. Like, the chemistry between them was insane from the beginning. And you could tell that they were going to make one of the most epic couples ever had they been given the chance by the writers. I really loved them and wished that we could have gotten to see more, but they really had real feelings for each other, and Clarke loved her and Lexa loved Clarke, and it was so heartbreaking when that ended. But because of that, there is a ton of fan fiction all over the internet where you can come up with your own ending to how you wish things would have gone. So even though they ended horribly, the time that they had together was great, and I'm so happy that we got to witness that little bit. Okay, so that is my top 10 queer ships in TV shows. So, like I said, all of that was just my opinion. You might not agree with it. That's cool. That's fine. Let me know what your favorite ships are down below, because I'm always looking for more. I mean, I think if you can tell anything from my list of top 10 is that I've been through a lot of hurt from the ships that I love, apparently. They have all been a little problematic and had a lot of issues, but I stick it out and I really love them. Well, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, welcome. And I would really love and appreciate it if you would subscribe at the end of this video. And then after you subscribe, hit the bell off to the side to be notified when I post new videos every week. All right, well, that's all I've got for you today. So I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.